Whenever I hear of a starter rifle for airsoft, I keep hearing about ARs, M4s, M16s, just all that shit, all of them. And this is the video form of me refuting all of that, because it's not that hard to refute it. Here's an example. I actually had a debate with like fucking 6 people, me versus 6 people. Now I didn't know shit on this account, but as in like at the time I didn't really know that much other than like why AKs were better. So everything else you couldn't really trust me on, like actual tips about engineering and stuff. But let's get to this. So these like the modular changes, and like AKs can have rails too. And it's this, and I had like a bunch of links here. I didn't really know what the hell he meant. But after that is that it shouldn't really rely on 2 things that are really hard to replace. I'd honestly rather have it rely on screws, like the Tokyo Marui version, or I'd rather have the VFC design, where I mean, sure you can lose a part or two, but you can actually use other things as parts. You know, like you can move shit around. Like check this out. You see this little bit right here, right where right there. You see it? Now, because I don't really know that much about gun parts, I'll show you. Like with this, because I got these things. Fucking gas piston release lever, gas tube blocking lever, number 20. So number 20 is right here. This little bit right here, you know what I did because I lost it in the grass because it fell out because I was being stupid and putting elastic bands, like see the thing on the magazine, like that shit. I was putting elastic bands over the foregrip because I thought, oh, it looks pretty cool, but it didn't give enough pressure on the release blocking lever thing, and it just came off one day. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy another $12 part, little OEM thing. I'm gonna tape a couple of screws together with electrical tape and then just pop it in there, and it'll do the same job. I mean, it'll look like shit because it sticks out and stuff, but I could fix that. I just get two other screws, and it will work fine. I just have to level out the tape and stuff, and that's the way it worked. You know, you can't do that with an M16. You can't. It's just some fun shit. I mean, there's some other examples of it, right? But I haven't really seen one, so there's not really any reason to believe in other than like airsoft guns are really diverse when it comes to parts and shit. So here's like all the guns with the rails. I can't really see it because oh, I can. Whatever, like this kind of shit. This is a Krebs AK. Now I'm not a fan of gas, but they're electric ones like this, like BTR, GBB, AKS. The fuck? Krebs 74U. Right? You can get this regular shit. There's a beta. The beta mags are horrible. I just had some other shit, you know. I don't really get what it. I'm having a stroke here. I didn't really get what their point was with oh, there's just so many kinds. I don't care. I don't care how much shit you could stick on your gun, okay? I can stain the wood on my AK. I can stain it. See, this is aftermath of me staining it. You see this? This is a video, like, of me recording the stain or whatever. I can't take pictures with my camera. It's a shitty little Midland XTC 2000 thing. But see, this is a stain. You can do this shit. This is awesome. Look at that. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The stock isn't amazing, but it's really gritty. But I kind of like that. It's the nature of the 74. And this is an example of the level of modification you could do to these things. Look, you can have key mods. You can paint that shit. You can have some stupid fucking hand grips, which you can do with the AK. Believe me, you can do that at the AK. I will hate you for it because stock hand grips are supreme. Not this. Those are bad. Not that. I love how I didn't see any of them. Let me see. There it is. V power. So, nope. 74. Yeah, 74. This polymer hand grip is the best hand grip in the world. Seriously. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It's actually not as good as this, but it looks better, and that's why I like it. I like externals a little bit more than use, and I don't use any externals on my gun. You could do stuff. I mean, you don't make your M4 unique by sticking shit on it. You just don't. Because everyone has an M4, and all of their M4s have 50 things on them. They have a flashlight, they have a laser, they have an ACOG. Sometimes they have a red dot that's hooked up to an ACOG or some shit. And like it's got it's a sniper scope on it, and they do some cool shit, and like they paint it a little bit differently, and they do this thing, and it looks kind of cool, right? The AK, it's kind of hard to make it look bad. Unless you stick like polymer and rails on it, you make it look like an M4. That's the only way you can make it look like shit. That's just a personal opinion, but still. You can do all these things with an AK. You can't. There's these things called Krebs AKs. We just saw fucking Krebs. Shit. These are ugly as fuck, but they're better in every way to an M4. I mean, you could look at a G36. You could look at those. They don't look as good as an AK. Especially when you have that kind of an abomination. And I don't know anything about G36s. I just don't. All I know is that I don't like how they look, you know. Turn it into a light machine gun, get the RPK. Cheapest things ever. Look at this thing. See, it's $247. Well, there's some discounts, and I got mine for like fucking $150, I think. Yeah, I think it was like for $150. That's pretty great. Polish dart. This is kind of good. This is a dumb point. This thing's shit. See, I don't really know that much, but the actual AK mags are better than other mags, but better than M4 mags because they just hold a lot more. You get it. They're bigger magazines for more BBs. DMR it. Yes, this is completely true. I did not know anything about this stuff. Anything. This is an assumption. I don't know anything about engineering or fucking any of this stuff. I think I heard this somewhere, just one place. I did some research. I'm right on this. You can stick an M150 in an E&L gearbox. No, not an M150. That's ridiculous. More like an M120, M130 in an E&L gearbox, and it'll run fine. I heard somewhere else that you could do the same thing with a SEMA gearbox. But that's from a guy who loves to repair his guns, and he doesn't think guns breaking makes them unreliable. So I wouldn't really know anything about that. You could probably like upgrade it by like half a spring point, like from M120 to an M125, or maybe an M130 if you wanted to, because like the motor can handle it or some shit, I guess. GQB gun 74Us are the prettiest guns in the universe. They just are. Like, here's the E&L one, here's the SEMA one. I mean, there's obviously quality differences, because it's the fucking E&L. But, this is the cheaper option, and yeah, you don't get it for $197. You don't. Airsoft Megastores is called discounts, and they're very nice. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Whatever. This is the sweetest CQB gun ever. It just is. I mean, you can get an MP5 if you want. Those are, that's something. I guess MP5s are better. And you don't like MP5s, get an AK. Don't like AKs, get an M4. Not gonna be as reliable, but who cares? I don't mean reliable as in it's gonna break during the game. I mean unreliable as in you're gonna spend at least $50 within a year trying to fix it. And ARs already are less price efficient than AKs, simply because they just sell for like twice as much. They just do. Like just as like is like a comparable rifle. Where is it? Jesus Christ! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. That is amazing. So, see this? You add 15 bucks for shipping. This is the shit that's on Airsoft Megastore. Working AAG. This will outperform pretty much any $250 AR. In any $300, maybe even $350 AR. I mean, unless you got an Ares Amiibo, which those are pretty dope. All right, those are really dope. But see this? You know, regular gun, better magazine, obviously better gearbox. I like its ergonomics a lot more. I do. I really like AK ergonomics. Um, but that wasn't what I was gonna show you. Like as a regular deal, yeah, this is the CMO48. This is the one that I have. It's not the 47 version, but you see this right here. You can get 75% off, and it goes. Sometimes it goes down to like 150 or some shit. Let me see. Basically, I got mine for What's that word? What is that word that I had and stuff? I had mine for 138 bucks. That's with shipping. I'm 120 spring already in there. Shit hits like fucking 460 out of the box. I mean, I put 0.25s in it. Eventually put some 0.28s. The gears, not gears, the spring eventually settled around like 422. It's a beast. It is a beast. It is a powerhouse. It's this gun right here. See this? Love the blur. Love the blur. This thing right here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. My favorite gun ever. I don't know. Fun times. That's just me. But part of Polar Star. I would know because Polar Stars. I want to say this isn't like an actual point because this is like within like 1%. You know, like the AK's gonna be a little bit more reliable, but the M4 is gonna be a lot more maneuverable. So go ahead. I'm probably wrong on this. All right, I'm probably wrong. I do like the looks of a 74. I kind of hate Polar Stars. I really do. And for usage, the only thing you can do with it is just run at really high RPS, because if you were to run that thing at like 15 RPS, they'll be like, oh shit, that's a Polar Star. He's running 30 RPS just because they think it's a Polar Star, you know? And then you'll get like an entire squad to come after you or some shit. You know, they'll hate you. They'll hate you so much. Everyone will. And it's just a thing, you know? So I don't really care anymore. Rails, yeah. Like I said, battle pickup look, like food of Syria. That's what I did to my AK, and that's what I'm still doing to it. I still have some stuff to do. These aren't really good tips, but you do need to grind the enamel off of your gun though, of your AK, so it's shiny, because then it kind of bleh. Maybe problems with the mag being too big and fitting too much ammo, with the exception of mid-caps, because AK mid-caps suck ass. They do. There's this. Right here. I mean, it weighs a lot, I guess. But you're using an AK, why would you care about weight? The M4 mags, from what I know, they're actually a lot more durable than the AK mags, as in, like, you can do a lot more shit with them. You can throw them against a tree and they won't break. But, like, their release, the mag release sucks. So, I kind of fucked this one up. The mag release on them is really bad. You can actually tug the magazines out. You can't do that with an AK. There's an easy fix to it, though. Most people don't know it, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to do. And but you don't need to do anything with an AK. You just don't. Unless you want to get rid of that wobble at side to side. It's more of an aesthetic thing. And most AK mags don't really wobble like that. By that I mean like 90% of them don't. Let's get some electrical tape and glue it on there with some super glue or like some UV activated epoxy. You feel better when you check it and problem sitting and screwing tightly. I don't know what the fuck that is. I like having a high profile so it can be swished more easily, in my opinion, but that's debatable. Yeah, I would agree with that. But that's just with the AK thing, because you just grab it. You grab the mag and you take it out. Now I don't need to do that because I run a single high cap. This one high cap every game, .28s. I use about like 3 or 4 BBs on each person. All right, that's just me. Now it's gonna change, but still, lay as good possible. You already ARs got you beat, uh, but here's the other point: their parts cost a lot more, and they don't last as long as AKs. But they don't tell them that. Hee hee. Hee hee. Boopity skibbity boops. You get this, right? Stocks unfold like the triangular. You don't need an adjusting stock. You just don't. I like folding because it's a job well done. You can either have folding, you can either have adjustable. It's never both. There's some examples of both, and guess what? Those examples are on the AKs. I mean, not all, but I swear I saw an example of it somewhere. Maybe you could come across it. Nope, that's not a folding. This is not a folding. This isn't probably not a folding one. But I saw them there. So they're folding and adjustable stocks. Where'd my shit go? Whatever. Contractor look. Contractors do use AKs. Yes, they do use AK-47s. Yes, they do use AK-74s. They use all kinds of guns. It's they don't really have that much like of a standard. And I don't really, yeah, I don't know why. It does not make any sense to me why they would use AK-47s, but contractors use like fucking L85s and shit. Do they? I don't know. Got a lot of pictures of them with them. We got a lot of pictures of them with M4s. I guess, but I'm gonna come across one of them with like a really stupid gun. Like here's the AK right here. Here's an AK with a folding stock. There's another guy with an AK with a folding stock. This is an Iraqi. Obviously, he's a brown man. Yeah, no L85s in this picture. Some other guys, Iraqi security forces. Some guy got shot. Oh, here it is, a weird exotic rifle, I think. XM8, yeah, it's an XM8, see? Weird. That is... What the hell? That is weird. What the hell is that? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Fucking pump action shotgun. It's a marine shit. That's not a contractor. Got a fancy little M4. No, they just do their own stuff. They like their guns like that. Whatever. You get my point. That's not. I'm gonna try to find a picture of a contractor with an AK. Because they do that. There you go. AK, it's an AKM. It's an all black. There you go. It's an AK guy. I think that's just a guy with an AK. Because he's like, oh, it's the weapons cache, you know. It's missing some shit on it too, though. It's weird. I do not like this AK at all. I hate it. Not a contractor. Oh, nope. We have a contractor here. Look at that guy. Look at his thing. That's an AKM. You can tell by the whatchamacallit at the end of it. It's a bit funny looking. Russian forces. Oh, they have some wood shit on their guns. I like that. Oh, this guy's like in full mag pull. That's funny. Iraq Ninja helmet. So I think this is probably from Iraq, I guess. I mean, look, it's really brown, right? It's got a shitty car. Guy's in funny clothes. This is a contractor. Look at this funny looking gun. Like I said, they don't have that much of a standard, so it's just whatever. A contractor uses any gun. It's not just M4s. There's this right here. And if you don't like G36s, I can't help you. If you don't like MP5s and G36s, I can't help you. AUGs are not a viable option. Sure, they have the version 2 gearbox, but the cheapest ones are garbage. Like, here. 300 FPS, I'm sure it's got the price, but this is just a random example. This is map. You can't really get shit on it. This is not a good deal. Trust me. Like, remember the AK I showed you? Yeah. I don't like Germans. There's this guy. He's like, oh, dish kebabs. And ENL does have have ARs and stuff. I'm not sure about the SEMA ARs. I don't know shit about them. There's this. This is just stuff. It's me getting angry at them not listening to me. I think, is it? I don't remember that much. Yeah. So is this right? I mean, it is a little bit harder to change parts in AK because here. I'll give you an example. Like, you can't have rails on AK. That's a disadvantage, I guess. I mean, you shouldn't really be using rails. I would say you just shouldn't. But here's what I did. Here's some other stuff. Like, this is like rail system for like actual AKs, and look at this. This costs so much. And I actually picked one out. It was very hard to find, and there's only one. There's only one of them. Oh shit, I have it here. Yeah, I had it on the other screen. So I'm recording on that one. So yeah, all really expensive, and I found one. I'm just gonna pause this recording and So you get this. This is not fit. This is $34. The cheapest one I could find was in a little set that was in like fucking OD, not OD. It was in desert, whatever, and I can't get like a picture of it somewhere. Give me a second. Here, Chromatic Archangel. And mine only came in desert. So yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like right now as I spray painted it black. What it originally looked like was this. Oh wait, no, I didn't get that one actually yet. I got this one right here. This is what I got. So, I got it with this part, but I didn't get it with the rails. It's a bit different. I think they changed their products or some shit. But this is where you get it if you were to want to get that shit. You can try this. You could try this one out too if you want. This is pretty nice. It's pretty sweet stuff. I got bored. I was like, I want this debate to happen some more. So I was like, batteries. My batteries are better, and I still made my point. I got them. He cites some sources, and they kind of support my shit. Where is this? Oh, there's this right here. So let me see. Hop up barrel, assembly of an AK, whatever. I don't fucking know. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. And yeah, that was my point. This was my point. They were all customized AKs. It's the same thing with the ARs. They're all the same thing. They're all the same fucking thing. It's slightly different. That's the point I was trying to make with the AKs, I guess. Even though I don't really care, I just use one AK and do whatever I want with that. I don't want like 50 of them. I want to say I like different stuff. But there's this right here. This was wrong. This was completely wrong, I guess. This is right. Different in that. Gonna simply better than similar, the same thing. Yeah. What I like about the NIMS is that you can't fuck up with them. You just can't. With the lipos, they have a thingamabob in them, right? It's a little, I don't know, chip. I don't fucking know. You overcharge it, the thing stops working completely. Stops. Blech. Does not work. I was going through a little bit of a phase here. I'm not really sure if I'm right or wrong. As M4s are meant to engage people at 300 meters, and bullet drop is actually based in velocity, and AKs actually has higher full size 16.3 inch barrel. AK-47s had the same bullet drop as the M4A1s, because the M4A1s ran at 2,100 feet per second, and the AK-47s with their 147 grain bullets ran at 2,300 feet per second. And the reason I liked them is because you can put GSP ammo in it, which is jacketed soft point. Whatever. This is going a bit off subject, but I'll just pull up a picture. I found it. So you got this stuff. You got that. And do a little comparison right here. So this is the GSP ammo, 123 grain, 2,303 feet per second, 55, whatever, it's 5.56. This is not really to scale. Let me see if I can get it. This work. Not completely. too big. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. Check this out. Frick. Check it out. So you got this JSP, and then you got this. So sure, this is a fucking huge ass thing, but this doesn't stop anyone. This is gonna stop someone. The stopping power, I think it comes from the actual temporary cavity, because it's like boom, you know. It's just like they're like right. And this is what makes them bleed out. What makes them bleed out is a permanent cavity. So sure, you're gonna bleed out a lot more with the 5.56, but you're not gonna knock the crap out of someone. You're not gonna take them out of the fight, right? You're not, and that's a thing. And if you actually want to do both of those things, there's this thing right here, same temporary cavity and the same temporary cavity as the GSP, and and a larger permanent cavity as the 5.56 MK262. Now the M855 is you get some cool shit on it. Okay, that's great. That's pretty nice. But I still like my my whatchamacallit. They're kind of the same thing. That was my point. So that's not a that kind of disproves the notion that the AKs are not as good. They hold up, all right. It's just M4s do the same thing at a smaller size as comparison to the 47s, but that's only using the right ammunition. There's no standard. They're using fucking M47, M74. I don't know what the fuck the other ones were, but it was a modern one that did a bit more damage. So get this stuff. So there's where we cited these stupid sources. So you got this right here. Take a look at that link. Can't access anything for shit. He's got this, got that. Some other stuff. Whatever. This is all a bunch of stuff that you'd like. Here, I'll show these links for a little bit longer so you can actually, you know, see them and probably like type them in. No, they are. They are. It's because I think that they are a thing, which they are, and they are what I think they are. So, disprove that notion. Gotcha. Gotcha. Fucking bananas are good. It's your house and it's really nice. So, yeah, there's this point too. Because NIMS are usually lower power, like you just get an 8.4. No, you don't. You do not. Yep. This is personal experience. You can't prove this, and plus, he's not a sample size of 1,000 people. So, yeah, you're just saying, "Hey, fuck you, scientific method. Fuck your shit." But I was like, hey, want some personal experience? Here you go. Here you go, buddy. The facts of reality. I haven't seen a single thing cited. But I get it, there's this airsoft thing, and it's really hard to find sources on things, and the only way you can actually get shit done is by, like, by getting actual information is by, like, actually, like, taking apart your guns and shit and looking at how shit works and doing all these comparisons, and nobody has any time for that. So they'd rather just, like, look at someone else's shit. It's kind of like that thing with Aristotle where he where in his book of some sort, I don't know what the fuck it was, a bunch of people, no, like they used him as like a source of philosophy back in like the olden days, you know, like the Dark Ages and shit. And in one part of it said, see for yourself if you actually want like the evidence. And instead of like actually going out and like doing shit, they just read his book a little bit more and like got some more information from him instead of actually seeing for themselves. So they didn't actually do any of this shit. They didn't. I mean, this guy probably did. He did, but he isn't citing any sources. There's no evidence for it. Okay, like I do think he could be right on some things, but this thing he's wrong. All right, and just because he's an expert doesn't mean he knows absolutely everything and he'll like smoke in a fucking debate. I don't know shit. I don't know jack shit, and it's over, man. It's over. He's been grinded into a pulp. By me, because I'm a bastard debater. by the facts, right? And, yeah. Yeah. What about it? Lapos give you specialization. I don't give a fuck. I use DMRs, bitch. I use DMRs. I don't use fucking 98 RPS Polar Stars. I use 400 FPS guns that hit like 280 feet. All right, can't touch me. Got this stuff right here. Got been angry. Whatever. Here it is. Oh, here's the bit I was trying to get to. I forgot about it. Yeah, you got this. Whatever. I don't want to narrate it. I'm just gonna duplicate the tab and go down here and put them side to side. So you got this bit right here, and you got this bit. So check it out, my dude. You guys read it. Pause the video. Like, oh, it's outdated. It's outdated. This is my refutation of it. It's outdated. It's old. It's old. Oh no, it's old. Oh. Whatever. I was saying like when they're invented and shit. Where was it? Where did I say it was fucking invented in these certain times? Fucking. I don't want to say believe me, because I'm not Donald Trump, alright? Donald Trump's dope. But he's kind of fucking weird. I said it somewhere. It was like, oh, it was invented in the 1970s, and NIMS were even older, like the 1930s or some shit. And I don't even remember. Whatever. But where's this stuff? So here the M4s, because I want to grab on M4s, and it's not ceramics on platforms. It isn't. Yes, it is not. Just because it's a standard doesn't mean it's good. M4 is a fucking standard in the U.S. military thing, whatever. But it's not as good as the AK-105 or AK fucking 74. 74 is like a better version of the M16, and the 105 is a better version of the M4. Not in every way though. It's not as maneuverable and shit. But there's a thing called a Spetsnaz mag, which I really like. Yeah. Where's this? He just fucking gives up. No, I'm not taking your shit based on faith either. And my loss on if I don't believe your stupid shit, which you haven't provided any evidence for, which I've refuted personally. You don't have any proof of that. I mean, I look at your post numbers. Look at that. Are you sure? Are you sure? Whatever. Fucking mic drop. Cool shit. Cool story, bro. I don't know. I guess it's great. It's great stuff. Now I have some other stuff, and I went like to my friend's thing. Ex-friend, of course. I just messed with him, and he just couldn't take it. But he did a thing, and like he recommended some shit to someone, and it was like a horrible option. I refuted the thing, I guess. Like some more useful information that you might need. Yep, this kid. Fucking. Here it is. Here's the thing. And here's the other one. This is great, and he's like, nice try rifle, get a 9.6, and I'm like, did I say no to this? No, I don't think I give a shit, because 9.6s are kind of good. I mean, they're high powered, they won't make your gun last as long as the 8.4, and high rates of fire are cheap. I mean, so is long range, which is what I do, but I mean, like, but I don't know, whatever. So, got this stuff. Said this stuff, and he's like, oh, AR. Oh yeah, I forgot to address this point too. Yeah, this thing right here. Fucking same quality for higher price, longer barrel, better accuracy, 1.5mm M16, $200, whatever. Motor secure inside the grips, rail attachment. There's nothing in terms of performance enhancement, probably for looks, but you can stain the wood in the AK and swap it out for real wood kit if you ever wanted to. The sights are tighter. It seems like a con, but we just fly high over for them. So if you want to track them, you just need to look. So obviously we'll adjust for this distance, even though this thing called hump up, which kind of defeats those sides. You can stain. No, I mean like I forgot to say that I forgot to say it, but like lobbing BBs. You know, like if you're gonna lob BBs, you need to adjust shit. Which I do lobbing quite often actually. Because I like to have the extra range. I engage from really far back. Yeah. Do that. Stain the wood. Mag holds more without having to use tape. I guess I don't know what this meant. Oh yeah, the magazines hold a lot more ammo. Legitimately stain without having to use tape. The same high caps as forever had my no stock of mag. Pause it. You read it. Okay, I don't want to do that shit. He's this guy, and he's like a skibops, it's Italian massage, and I'm like, no. Yeah, see this? See this? Similar, small internal resistance varies. You get it. You get it. You get it. Yeah, lipos perform better, but I already refuted this stupid shit. Okay? Fucking the best 2/3 amps. Okay. Yeah, they aren't massively noticeable because you don't really use these guns. You don't use the batteries completely. Well, at least I don't, which is the way you should be playing. You should be playing like me. I do my research. I'm a AK supremacist .28 user, high caps, and no vests. You know, I use a special helmet. You know, a special helmet. I use like a fencing mask, and it's got a visor at the inside. I'm cool. I use a flat hop. I'm innovative. I'm awesome. As the usable models, because 10% is nothing. Also, wouldn't it be a lower usable capacity as draining lipo damages? I know that N60 is that. And basic factual limitations, they're fairly simple. So like I say, AKs are more liable than M4 is not be right. Someone disagrees and go ahead and refute them as people shouldn't put that around. I don't give a shit. They aren't massive noticeable. I was talking about the capacity usage, alright? Now, fire this fast, I don't care. This is how fast you can break your gun. This is can your gun break this quickly? And he's like, and that and shit, and of course not. Why would it? I wouldn't want an 8.4 to ever hit that speed. That's dumb. Then yep, that's right. Slow rates of fire are a lot better for supporting fire. I mean, you gotta scare them. But there's this thing called heavy BBs. Heavy BBs are great because they make loud kaplunks on things, on wood, and they're like, oh no, that's a high powered gun. No, that guy's just like running at like 300 FPS and using like some .25s. Okay, that's not a high powered gun. That's just a BB not slowing down as much as a .20. And yeah, can you heard 10 or 12 FPS? Yeah. 10 RPS is not that slow. It really is. And 15 RPS is pretty fucking fast. I run my gun like 10 RPS, alright? It's pretty slow. 50-second when you're exploding. Yep. They're dangerous. I don't mean like exploding like, you know, that's like a high capacity, like uber powerful. And that's the kind of shit that he would use. Like some fucking 4,000 mAh, like 14.8 volt battery or some shit. That's him. Now for me, because I decided to get lipos because like my gun kept jamming up because I was using like some old ass, I don't even know what brand. It might have been SEMA, but it was trash. It was like a CMO 28 or some fucking D-Boys thing. And the 11-1 fucking died one day because I left it on the thing for a little bit too long. And that right there is a Lancer Tactical 74U. It's a giant thing. Yeah, but not that. It's not that much more usable voltage. 4 packs lose 16 RPS. Why would I care? Why? Yeah, so you don't use that much on there. You don't. And my NIMS don't fucking get damaged if I were to use all of their thing, which you're not supposed to use all of the voltage on a lipo. So with me doing this and not be able to use it, I'd rather not be able to use it for that little bit, you know, like until I recharge it, than not be able to use it permanently, which is something to do with lipos. You're not supposed to use the fucking entire lipo pack. That thing puffs up after a while. Okay, I mean, not after it puffs up after you use all of its stuff as it gets stressed and whatever. Yeah, 90%. It's a 10%. I'd rather have this thing not performing very well. All right, at 25%, I'd rather not, because I have a battery and you don't. That's a fact. You can't measure the voltage on your thing. You're risking. You could do shit tons of risk. I'm better at risk management than you because I use a NIM. Okay? And so your shit's gonna break. You're gonna keep buying shit. You're gonna keep spending more money. I'm not. Okay? I spend money on like things that I need, like a holster for my AEP, because I run AEPs instead of gas. That's another video. That's a completely different video. And you don't have all of the data. You just have some of the data. Okay, you don't know everything. I don't know everything. I mean, I might know a little bit more than you on this subject, but you know, I'm not all right. I could be wrong at least like 5 things that I just said. But yeah. I don't care about trigger response. And yeah. I kind of refute it here. And somewhere else. Here it is, yeah. I did some math here. Pause the video so you can read this. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go to the next one. Like down there, right? Pause the video right here. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go to the next thing. This is the thing that he said. I just went a little bit farther on it. So, like, this is just the time, right? He's got the shit down here, so... He's like this. He just completely glazed over everything I said. And he's like, I like M4s. They're cool. They're so cool. He doesn't fucking know anything at all. For beginners, she gets something along the lines of M4, but handled. You know, this this stuff. Should I refute it right now? Candled. Do you have small hands or something? M4s are for babies, my dude. For babies, if you weigh more than 110 pounds, an AK is for you. All right, most people weigh over 110 pounds. This kid's like 14. Internals taken apart, replaced easily. That is not true. Now I did read a post somewhere. Might be right, might be wrong, but it was from like the experts. I know the burden of evidence is on me, but look it up for yourself. See for yourself. You might find more information than me, because I have problems connecting to like different sites and shit. So you look for yourself. It just said the V3s are actually easier to take apart. Stocks. Well, it was something that I'm going to have stocks and block style battery and butterfly opening for shit. Bitch, have you heard of a fucking Palmer AK stock? Those things are the roomiest things ever. And same thing. Now that's not just a thing for AKs. But, like, if you're going for, like, price and shit, my dad's got a D-Boys M16A4, and it is a really roomy stock as well. Like, it's the same thing with the Palmer AK stocks. So, it's not that much of a difference, right? But, like, my gun costs half as much as his. So, that's just the other stuff. So, I can do the same shit with half the price. I mean, his gun is like, its retail price, it's a lot. It really is a lot. And my gun's retail price is a lot too. Actually, his gun doesn't cost that much more than mine. It's just this is $150, mine is $138. So do the math, it's like $12 difference. The internals, grab these apart. The bricks tricky if you don't open it. Place internals. I don't know shit about that. And like I said, stain your gun, scratch it, battle, war, and you can't do that with an M4 unless you like paint it and like do some stuff with it. Yep, there's that. There's this shit right here. This is my older points. I don't really remember that much of them. Someone's been soft function 10 minutes trying to show mistakes. I can't put your gun back together. This has happened on 13 of my dad's seen before. Replace a spring, and it wasn't the spring on the gun. Cause I'm not good at gearboxes. All right, it was a spring for the charging lever thing, which is an extra part, which is dumb. And if it is functioning well, fully stocked, you can pull the spring attached to the charging handle off and $24 or whatever. Pause it. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move this like I'm gonna scroll down after like this 3 seconds. You know, you read it. You read it. You read it. It's kebabs. So it's this right here. He's got a different gun, and I fruit that because it's blowback guns aren't beginner guns. They're trash. I mean, sure, you want some cool shit, but you have to be a tech. You have to be a tech to own a blowback. You just do, because that thing's gonna break, and you're not gonna use it ever again unless you're a tech. And they're not easy to take apart, so it's not a if thing; it's a when thing. And when it happens, you have to know shit about it, and you can't just be some regular tech, right? And plus, his gun's 160, 150 bucks. I'm not really sure. That's not a starter gun material. My dad wanted a full size AEG, but yeah. Yeah, 150. Outside, you pop the front pin, punch cover. Yep, he's got this. Whatever. Your thing is good, but mine is foolproof. Mine could be a little bit more complex, but it's foolproof. You can't fuck up what I have. You can fuck up what you have. All right. Now, I'm not a sample size either. That's from my experience. That's what I know. All right. Now, there's probably some $500 M4 out there that has some great takedown capabilities, but I don't have that. This is all starter guns, and so far the best starter M16 or M4 is this thing right here. It's not M16A4. It's like an M16A2. Shit. Fucking. Here it is. So this thing right here. It's really nice. It's really nice. They put on map, but a while ago they had some other stuff. So at the time it was. You might find down here. No, that's not good. Whatever. It's great. It's a great gun. Hasn't broken down on me once, so. And like I said, it's not a if it's gonna happen during this or during that. It's a when it's gonna happen, like when it breaks down. And that's what I like about the AKs. They just don't break down unless you get some old, like uber cheap shit, some old whatever. He's like oh yeah, this part right here. This is funny, and fucking yeah, here, right here. Doesn't know anything about engineering or whatever. About the barrels, you can just get them forward, pretty long barrel, and add mock suppressor in by a better, longer barrel forward, whatever. And like under volume, my dude, you just lowered your FPS and your range, and you're not even that much more accurate because your fucking thing is sucking air in while your BB's coming out, and it's sucking air in a little bit too shitty, you know. It's sucking in a little bit of a not as good time, I guess. Like the BB is a little bit too close to the barrel, so it does fuck with your accuracy as well. So there's no upsides to it. And the same can cause jewel creep. You know, you read it. You know, pause it, read it. I do. I don't know shit. I don't even know. Probably not. I think they do. Like from what I know. I think. I mean, let me think about that. Yes, this makes sense. You know why? Because you know how like the SEMA guns, the SEMA AKs have the SEMA and have the thing about where you could run higher power springs on them. Well, if you run the regular spring that they come with, which is a bit underpowered, you get a bit higher RPS. Now, I don't really like that, but yeah. And he's like, "Oh, you use slang. Where is it? Where's it fucking Christ? Yeah. There it is. Yeah, he's like, you're using slang on this." And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's fucking slang. And I was like, no. And this is a, why would I care? Why would I care? And you're autistic. I mean, it's great. You're autistic. But this is the downside of being autistic. You're a bit of an asshole. Right? Yeah. Glazes right over this. And he's like, skabops. I'm like, Italian massage. and he's like, is this guy? This is I don't know if this is real or not. This is, yeah, I think this is real. This is advertising. This is a G36. Is it? Just that informing me said it's a. The fuck is this? Oh, this is a site. I was like, oh, this is Hobby Trend. It's a G36. I don't know. Maybe if you replace the internals, it's good. But I'd honestly rather get just the externals. Yes. Usually. And by usually, there's only like 4. There's like 4 AKs they have that are great. Everything else is like just swap some externals out. So we got this other person here. I'm thinking it's kebabs. Airsoft Megastore, my dude. Airsoft Megastore. Yes. 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 And he's like E&L, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. Fucking stupid shit. Hey, he just wanted to show an E&L or something. But here's a picture of an E&L, which I can't see. There's a video of an E&L, which you can't see. E&Ls are great deals too. Very great deals. If you want that, if you want to spend like an extra like $90 on something that will last about like 20 years, there. So let me show you. Let me show you this awesomeness. Done. Now, this one right here. Fucking Christ, is this thing like, does this thing break? What the fuck happened? This is stupid. Sort by lowest to highest, and it just breaks. I don't know. Whatever, it was this one right here. This is the lowest price one they have. They have some other stuff too. I honestly like this one, but with a stock that folds outwards and shit. And this one doesn't come with a stock, which I don't like. So you can just get this or this. This is great. This is very great. This is great too. Fucking just do stuff, you know. This is my favorite of all time right here. It weighs the least from what I know. 3,000. That's about like 9 pounds. That's not it. It wasn't this one either, because that one weighs less. That's weird. Oh no, you get my point. AKs beat them all, and the best AKs are E&L, and so the best airsoft guns are E&L. How about that? Nah, I'm just kidding. That's stupid. They're probably like some weird shit, like some Tokyo Marui things, but I don't like Tokyo Marui that much. Because, like, sure, they have this amazing hop-up, but you can do that stuff yourself. It's aftermarket. It's cheaper to do it aftermarket. It just is. And you have to upgrade their spring and shit and change all their internals and stuff, and then in the end you just have a plastic gun with a great hop-up, and that's about it. I mean, I do love my plastic guns. I absolutely love them, especially for their weight. I used to run a Lancer Tactical 74U. I usually one-handed it. It was like 3 pounds. Fucking Han Solo did. It's like fucking stick your arm out all the way with your 74U and just light some little 12-year-old kid up. It's my favorite thing to do. But not stretching. I'm stretching. That's it. AKs are better than M4s and stuff. It's my assessment. This is the video. Probably put some music in it too.